put me the fucking faja on is gonna be a new threat. Your man acting up, call your sister, call your friend and be like, bitch, come over here and put this faja on. That nigga gonna know. He gonna know not to play with you. It's Libra season. I'm a Taurus. I'm not even a Libra, and I'm Team Libra in this bitch. Put me the fucking faja on. I'm outside.
Cardi says she cheated back while pregnant, and all I can think is, damn, I wish I cheated back. No, but for real, there needs to be a case study on men, because the way they will do you every which way but right and feel like they are having a heart attack if you do anything to them. Like, what did you think this was, bitch? A free ride to hell? Like, we didn't watch Offset get caught cheating every quarter for the last 6 years straight. And you mean to tell me one little get back is a problem? Oh, cry me a river. And it's just like, I don't know. My sister being pregnant while cheating back is so diabolical. Like, that is so evil. And that just makes me so happy. Like, yeah, it's really time to fuck these men's heads up, because they have gotten too comfortable.
And let what's going on with Miss Cardi and Offset be a lesson to each and every one of you ladies. When that nigga cheat on you, I don't want to see a nary damn one of y'all crying, snotty nose, sliding down the wall, throwing up. Don't call your therapist. Actually, hang up on the bitch. Close the journal and cheat back on that nigga today. Cheat back. I am not a cheater, but I am a cheat backer. I am very pro getting that lick back, because it doesn't make sense to me that your partner gets to cheat and have fun at your expense, but you have to be the bigger person. No, ma'am. If you want to defy my trust and give me a lot of emotional things to work on, we are going to work on the emotions together. Ain't no one-sided around here, bitch, okay? Cheat on that man today, and as a matter of fact, cheat with his barber, okay?
The levelness of my pettiness, petty, like I'm super, super petty. I know myself. Like, I will deal with you. I'll find ways that are so creative in dealing with you that you will not understand that this is the person that did that thing that you will not expect. Number one, me. I don't like to mess around with my body. I think of my body as a temple. So I'm not Cardi B. It won't get to a baby at all. You know, when that man was messing with me, messing with my brain, you know, he got me off birth control. But I was like, okay, you got me off birth control. You want me to have a baby. I got an implant. Right? I was like, this 21-year-old girl. I'm like, I don't want a baby. I don't want his baby specifically. I don't want to be a mother. I'm going to be a horrible mother. He's going to be a horrible father. He's not qualified to be a father. So I got an implant. So he does not know what an implant is, because with an implant, I don't get to take anything. You see, there won't be any baby. So I'm figuring out how to leave. I'm figuring out to leave in my brain. I'm stacking up money. I'm not cheating. Like, I'm faithful. Like, I'm acting dumb as always. Like, I'm not thinking of anything. But I'm nonchalant. He can see that I'm nonchalant, and it gets to a point where you can't even fake it anymore. I saw it in the pictures when they were taking pictures when their baby was born, the third one. I saw it, the distance, like there was just this distance between them that you can see is visible. You know that there are things going on here. But for 6 years, you wait for 6 years for the babies later and stuff like that. Now it won't get to babies. It won't get to joint assets and stuff like that. It won't get to that when I'm deliberately naive. I will never cheat. I will never get my lick back by utilizing my body. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And if I'm married, supposedly, I might do that. You know, because every time a man said we've gone through a lot, he's saying what he put you through. He's saying I was the one through infidelity whatever that was in English. Infidelity. Yes, that's the words. That's the word. Infidelity. I'm the one who put her through all this infidelity, whatever it is. Okay? I'm the one who put her through that. I'm the one who put her through all this pain. I'm the one who did all of these things. But I'm saying we've been through a lot together. How does that make sense? I need to understand and overstand. How does that truly make any sense? To me, it doesn't. To me, it never did. So if you want to get a proper leg back, maybe do it at the final stages, like when he's calm and he's getting his act correct. Now I'm very petty. Like I need to wait for something. I'm gonna wait for something. Like when he settled down, he thinks that he's acting. Then I attack. Angukiyekeli mina, I'll never leave you. I attack. Like everything will be well and stuff like that. Oh, we're getting back together, yeah, and stuff like that. I'm gonna get my leg back by getting back at you. Exactly. I'm gonna deal with you where you're thinking, well, let me just, this one, it tolerates me. Okay. Especially when they leave and come back and they don't realize that actually yiming petela pete me. You don't enter and exit in my life as you think. I'm surrounded by many things. So when you want to leave, go back, come back and leave, do whatever you want to do. You come back at your own. Now I'll never have anyone text me and say they're coming back. And even if they did text me back, you will be annoyed by my nonchalant behavior. Don't think you're gonna, the same person that you got last year is different from the person today. I'm different. So I'm gonna evolve with time. And with things that I see, I expect you to also evolve with time. It's either you're evolving backwards or you're evolving front, but you have to do the evolving. Because if you don't, then we're going to end up having 3 kids and then we're doing this cheat back. I do not have the time. I'm sorry. I will never cheat. Probably I have to mess with you psychologically first. I have to do that. I have to give you the impression that I'm cheating on you. I'm going to give you that impression that I'm cheating. I'm going to mess with you psychologically that is so bad that you'll never trust a woman. That you expect me to deal with you, to love you while you put me through the worst? Never. Like the time you're settled down, you're like, oh, I'm done with my whole ways. I'm starting my own now. I'm starting my own. I don't even sleep with men. That's the thing with me. I won't sleep with anyone. I'm just gonna go out late, do whatever I want. You'll be washing dishes. I will deal with you.
Please send the National Guard to Georgia. This is not a drill. You cheated on me for years after years. The only difference is you got caught, I didn't. You would be even more butthurt if you knew the relationship between me and Takeoff. What the fuck? Whew. You would be even more butthurt if you knew the relationship between me and Takeoff had before he passed. Rest in peace to the only real from the group. I missed those nights. Cardi, I just got done defending you, man. That's something you take to the grave. All right, you already said you did your business, all that. You did your big one. But nah, this one you should have just stopped talking. Man, Offset finna blow some shit up, man. Hey man, we need Homeland Security, the FBI, the CIA, the MIA. Man, we need shit. We need Jason Bourne. Shit. We might even need a goddamn Avengers to pull Offset off goddamn Cardi.
Offset! Oh, this is finna get nasty. This is finna get nasty. Wait. What you mean even with your sister? Offset, are you telling us something? You slept with Hennessy? Not you slept with cognac. Not you slept with brown liquor. Oh my God. Oh shit. Wait. Offset slept with Hennessy? Oh. I'm sorry, I'm living for this tea. Wait. Wait. Hold on. But let me mind my business though, cause we all seen it coming anyways for both of them. No tea, no shade. In the words of a wise woman, go against Nikki is gonna cost ya. Yeah.
This man really got on the internet and said, "You just my baby mama, I won." If that's not the most diabolical thing I've ever heard, I don't know what is. But this is a perfect example of you believe men the first time and to never give a man the benefit of the doubt, ever, because they are very intentional. These men are not dumb, they're smart. He just basically told her, "I never wanted you, I just baby mamaed you." But if you would have believed him the first time, they would have never even got married. You never give a man the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure that Cardi was probably like, once we get married, this will stop. Once we have kids, this will stop. Well, once we have a second kid, once we have a third kid, it never stops. It just gets worse. You believe them the first time and you don't give no grown man the benefit of the doubt because they know exactly what they're doing. They know now he got a rich baby mama taking care of his kids. And we already know how many other kids he got. I just pray that all women stop just giving any man kids, because a lot of men don't deserve kids. They don't deserve families. A lot of men, you have to leave them as, I love you because God commands me to love my neighbor, and that's it. They get the love of Jesus Christ, and that's it.
One of the biggest lessons I ever learned, or harshest realities I ever, had to come to, is realizing that men do not care about your accomplishments as a woman. They don't care about your education. They don't care about your degrees. They don't care about how much money you're making. They don't care about, what businesses you're running. They don't care about any of that stuff. If they do not find you attractive, they will not go out of their way for you whatsoever. They will walk right past you to a beautiful woman. And the thing about it is, the sooner you realize that and accept it, you won't even get offended by it. Because the thing about it, men and women are just wired differently. A real man doesn't really have to care what a woman has going on. If he has, money, if he has education, all that kind of stuff, it's not you can't even really fault it. Men have the luxury, because for the most part across, I don't even know if I would go as far as saying across the world, but for the most part in most communities, men make more money than women. So they have the luxury of being able to date for things outside of stability, even general, sometimes even compatibility. They can date for whatever reason they want to, whereas women, sometimes we're looking for other stuff. We can have $1 million in the bank. A lot of women would still want a man that has more money than them, or has something equal or something similar. I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women, because they're just scared. They know it makes them an easy target for men that are leeches and moochers and just want to use them. But men, they just are wired differently. They can go after what's beautiful. So realizing that as a woman, I also had to come to the other harsh reality of what my grandmother told me when I was maybe 14 or 15. She told me that you have to maintain your appearance as a woman until the day you die. And I know some of y'all are thinking well, damn, Taylor, you didn't listen. I don't wear makeup all the time, but I still kind of feel like I'm put together. I always have good hygiene. I always maintain, a certain level of fitness. Y'all know my mother died. She had a stroke when I was 13. So I always try to maintain a certain level of fitness. But she told me that you have to be it all, or you have to you can be funny, you can be smart, you can be strong, you can be, all of these other things, but you can never neglect your appearance in the process. And coming to that realization, like, wow, as a woman, you always have to maintain your appearance, because it's just, there's so much currency in a woman's appearance. And I'm going to tell you one other thing. My grandmother is 94 years old. She's a woman who's always taking care of herself physically. She always told me, don't let your kids stress you out. Don't let your husband stress you out. Don't let your job stress you out. And I'm telling you right now, every time I go out with my grandmother, she always gets compliments on her looks. People never believe her age. She gets hit on by men at 94 years old. She's still getting hit on, which is crazy to me, but it happens. And I understand now that, like, beautiful women are always going to have options. Okay? So, like, at the very most, a man who can get a beautiful woman that's also smart, funny, and all that other stuff, he's gonna feel like he hit the jackpot. But if you're a woman that never really puts much effort into their appearance, you don't maintain your fitness, you don't really, try to dress in a way that's, where you at least look polished. You don't have to wear makeup. You don't have to look like a Barbie doll. Some people prefer a more natural look. You don't have to have a super exaggerated body or anything like that either. But if you don't look put together, or they don't find you attractive, it's hard, like, dating. It is. And like I said, men are just wired differently. They're built differently. They have the luxury of being able to date just for looks, whereas women, we're looking for more than that. Okay? So if you're a woman that has money, education, can provide for themselves, all of this kind of stuff, but you don't do anything to maintain your appearance, unfortunately, you're going to attract sometimes the wrong men. I see it all the time. Like, you might attract the pretty men, but you're going to have to take care of them physically, financially, all of that kind of stuff. They will mooch off of you. They will lie to you. They will abuse you. They will do all of this other stuff. They will try to control your finances. They will splurge on other women on your dime. I've seen it happen. Okay? And ask any woman who's maybe had an extreme, like, weight loss, or done something to their self physically. Like, for instance, maybe they got their teeth done, maybe they changed their hair, maybe they got their breasts done, maybe they got, like, a liposuction, something like that. Ask them if their quality of men, or the type of men that they attracted once they made those physical changes, changed. Ask them. And the thing about it is, it made me sick to my stomach, like, coming to this realization, because I've always been a woman that prided herself on being, like, smart, and I think that I'm funny, and I think that I have a lot of things going on for me, but men just do not care about stuff like that. They really don't. Like I said, you have to either have both or just be beautiful. You can't have all of this stuff and not be attractive. Because men will, like I said, they will walk right past you. Unless they're the type that is going to mooch and just take advantage. Not a lot of these men are just so shallow. It's disgusting. Like, it's disgusting, but I've just grown to accept it. And fortunately for me, outside of how you see me right now, fortunately for me, I've always been a woman that's known how to put themselves together. I always have known how to do my own hair, always have known how to do makeup, always have tried to maintain my shape, my figure, whatever. I think I have, like, a more temperamental, well, not temperamental, I would say I have, like, a more subtle personality when it comes to, like, dealing with men, for the most part. Men that I'm interested in. People that I'm not super interested in, I'll be a little bit more, but men that I'm interested in, I know how to just, like, sit back and just be a girl. I know how to say thank you. I know how to say please. I know how to just not argue all the time, not make a big deal about things that aren't super important to me. Like, sometimes if I sit back and be like, okay, I'll let him have this, it's not a big deal. Like, I don't always go back and forth. But the thing about it is, it's still kind of just rough to spend so much time, like, on yourself, developing yourself. And the truth of the matter is just the way that society is a lot of men just don't care about that kind of stuff. So I always like to come and share like positive stuff, but I don't always have something positive to say, unfortunately. That was just a lesson that I learned. And hopefully maybe you guys can maybe chime off in the comments and tell me if that's been your experience, or you figured that out as well, that like men, they just don't really care about all of these accomplishments and stuff like that. As a woman, that's just something that you have to pride on for yourself. Like, I have a bachelor's in chemistry, I have a master's in chemistry, I work in real estate, I have what do I say? Wait, what else do I do? Oh, I work in tech sales and stuff. I almost forgot that. And literally, I'm like at my job right now. But I do all of this stuff, and I've always been able to, take care of myself. I know how to cook. I know how to clean. I'm like a real adult. Like, my family put a lot into me, and I put a lot into myself. Like, just learning things and being curious about life. And when it comes down to it, a lot of men just want like a pretty woman that's pleasant to be around, because they have that luxury of not really having to care about the other stuff. If you have it and you're beautiful on top, then they really care. But if you're, have it, but you're not really super attractive to them, they don't find you attractive, they will walk right past you. Or maybe they'll get with you and use you, like I said, for some of this stuff, if they're not a decent guy. But you'll always feel like something's missing, because it's like, if you're not their dream girl, they're not going to go out of their way. So